We're here in Ibiza, just across the street from Pacha, joined by LaFleur. You just finished a set tonight. First of all, before we get into the whole question and answer thing, how was tonight and playing here?
It was very good. It was my last gig at Pasha for the season. And it was fun, it's always celebratory, so it was good.
Excellent. Yeah, I caught about the last 30 minutes of it, and it was really nice, good vibes, starting early, a lot of people there, which is a nice little spot, and this is the first time I've actually been to the venue before. So what I've got in front of me is a list of 10 topics, okay? So how we go about this is up to you. We can start at the top and work our way down. You can pick a number. We can talk about one thing of that number, or we can talk about the one thing the whole time, and when you're done, we'll move on. So your choice. How would you like to start? Number 4 is Ibiza.
Wow.
So the question is, how long have you been playing here, and is it a space that you're kind of used to and familiar with?
Yes, I mean, the first time I was here was like 2005, I think. I took the boat over from Barcelona to see a couple of friends here. I was in Barcelona studying Spanish. And that was my first time, and it was very different from then. And then it took me quite a few years to get back to here. I think it was 2008 or something like that. I was back here again, and did all the clubs all over again. And then a bit later, then I started playing here. So I played a Zoo project. And then, of course, I played Pasha. I played Resistance at Amnesia.
You want to continue on number 4 because I've got other questions, or we can do another one. So you've been to a whole bunch of places. You've played at a whole bunch of places. Are they really different amongst each other, or is the vibe across the island very similar?
No, it's very different, I would say. A couple of weekends ago, I played the Blue Marlin by the beach. Of course, that's very different to play Pasha. I also now played like a pre-party at Café Mambo before tonight's gig. And that's also very different, which is like, it's fun. So it really depends. And they have like a lot of different parties on the island too. So of course, different musical direction, but also the club itself kind of brings a bit of a vibe to it too.
We'll stay on 4 or switch?
Switch.
Okay, pick another number then.
6.
Personal life. Tell me a little something that you've never told someone else before in an interview.
Oh my God, what would that be? There are probably a lot, but I'm just like, I don't really tell people about my personal life, my family, so I can do that. My dad's a doctor, my mom was a traumatist. I have 3 brothers and sisters, 3 siblings. We are born very tight. It's we're 4 in 3 years and 10 months. We have a lot of fun. So I don't think I told anybody that.
Continue on, number 6, or switch up again. What would your favorite food?
Either it's some kind of comfort food from Sweden, or my mom's food. She makes really good food. Or something healthy, and I can't really think of something specific at the moment. But nope, I don't know.
Continue on with number 6, or pick another number.
Number 1.
Number 1 is me and how we met. So we've met now, and we talked just a little bit before about how I became familiar with your stuff, which was the BBC Radio 1 Ibiza weekend that just happened in the past. I've been a DJ myself for 19 years and doing a radio show for that long. Is radio something that is important to you as a person? Because we have a little bit of a connection from that.
Yes, I mean, I love radio. I was broadcasting a show called P3 Dance on Swedish National Radio for 3 years. And at that time, it was the biggest one in Scandinavia for electronic music, or I think it was the only one, actually. So I love radio. I would love to do it again, actually.
That kind of connects us because I've been sort of the Canadian side of things nationally. And on my personal side, that's what I do for a day job, is I oversee and help support 110 radio stations from across the country to let them do what they do the best way possible. So, 8, the good old days. When were the good old days for you?
I mean, the good old days for me started in the music scene, started around 2003, and that's when I started playing records. So there's a lot of good old days, but I started out and I played a bit more US garage, sofa house. So those are really good old days for me.
Do you get a chance to ever break out? You know, so I'm assuming you may have some vinyl or some CDs that you play every once in a
I
while.
have a lot of vinyl, and yes, I do. I mean, like a lot of it is actually at my parents' house still. But every time, like I was there last week, then I bring back some vinyl, and it's so fun every time because then I usually go there. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look for these now, or because it's a bit unorganized, and also there was like a floating accident in my parents' basement, so a lot of covers just got ruined. I was so sad, and of course you get nothing on insurance on vinyl. The insurance comes to like vinyl, that's worth nothing. Anyway, I do play some of my old stuff, and I also rip some of the old stuff now. Because it's not so often that I bring vinyl to play. I'm mostly at home.
One more, or okay, another number. 7. Other genres of music. So what do you really get into? What do you groove to that's outside of what you're listening or playing yourself?
It's like what I was very much like a nerd in before I got into house and techno, like indie, pop, and rock.
So is there an artist right now that still really interests you and that you're enjoying?
No, maybe not like a particular artist. Like at the moment, I can say like I'm not as updated like I used to be in that scene. So it's more like now I get fed from my friends who I used to record like the mixtapes for. But I still listen to like, you know, I still like Sonic Youth. I still like a lot of, like one of my favorite bands like Yula Tengo. Like they made still, you know, like I get nostalgic about that music, and I really like listen to it too still.
And I guess just to wrap up, if you had a chance to work with one of those artists, who would it be? It can be someone else that you know as well. It doesn't have to be off genre.
Sonic Youth, I think they're so cool.
Pretty sure I've heard a couple remixes around. It wouldn't be too hard to slide something in on your side. So.
Exactly. Let's see.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I wish you all the best of the rest of the night today, and however much time you're spending here. We're just landed. We've got a couple days, so we're really excited to jump around and catch everything. So.
I leave tomorrow at 8 a.m. So, well, this morning. So.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much.